President Froh, thanks for joining us. You've raised concerns about the report that came to the Special Assembly, that it contains inaccuracies and there was no consultation about it. But what does the probation mean for yourself and the citizens of the Metis Nation of Ontario?
Well, I did raise concerns with regard to the report and really stress the importance of ensuring that our delegates at the Assembly have all of the information in front of them. The probation itself means that there is time for us to have some conversations with our citizens, our leadership, to explain to them what has occurred and to have some time to talk about what our next steps are. In terms of our continued participation at all of the work that's happening at the national policy level with regards to the Metis National Council, we continue to be involved in that, continue to be involved in the business of the Metis National Council, but for sure we've got some things that we need to speak with our citizens and make some decisions around how we move forward.
There was some talk about the MNO potentially leaving the Metis National Council. Where are those discussions at?
Well, as I said, what we need to do is we need to get out and speak with our people about this. There's a huge lack of awareness around what the Metis National Council has done in terms of these decisions. And we really do need to get out and speak with our people, make sure that our leadership understand what has occurred, and then have some real conversations with our citizens around what is the role of the Metis National Council, how do we fit into that, and how does that work with all of the work that we're doing to advance Métis self-government for Métis in Ontario.
The map of the Métis homeland that was released has also led to some disappointment on behalf of other Métis federations. Do you feel the Métis Nation has some deep internal divisions right now?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's the ability of the nation to decide things like the historic Métis Nation boundaries. Now, those should be based on historic fact, which is very much the work that we've been doing in Ontario to identify historic rights-bearing Métis communities, separate and apart from this issue around the Métis Nation homeland. But I think that there's always concerns around ensuring that we're able to move forward together as a nation to advance the Métis Nation priorities and agenda. I do worry about creating division when a map is adopted that doesn't recognize the historic Métis communities in Ontario, including the community of where the Pali decision comes from, obviously a rights-bearing Métis community. And so I think that there is a risk there if at the Métis National Council level, in terms of what do we do with these communities like the Pali community that are clearly rights-bearing Métis communities, but may not be, based on the decisions that were just made, may not be ultimately accepted as part of the Métis National Council.
President Froh, we're going to have to leave it there, but really appreciate you taking some time for us.
Thank you, Dennis.